Hello you lot, this is KeefCooks, I'm Keef, and today I'm going to make a pie, because I love my pies. I'm going to make a chicken and mushroom pie. Before we start, a shout out to my new Patreon fan, Charlie Reese. Hiya. And a mention for Gary Morley, who didn't exactly request chicken and mushroom pie, or did he? I don't know. We were talking about it on their live stream last Sunday, and the subject of this week's video came up, so yeah, we kind of arrived at the conclusion that a pie would be a great thing. Chicken and mushroom is a really popular flavour of pies, and I did it 4 or 5 years ago as a video, so it's well out of date and in need of updating, so here we go. So I'm going to make the filling first so it has a bit of time to mature and cool down before we stick it in the pie. For the filling you need some mushrooms, some chicken, an onion, half litre of chicken stock and a splash of double cream. You'll also want some white pepper and some oregano and maybe some salt. So these mushrooms are chestnut mushrooms. You can use button mushrooms or anything kind of mainstreamy. I wouldn't spend a fortune on exotic ones. I think I'll just use one breast from that chicken out. Obviously you can buy chicken portions already dealt with, and if that's what you got, that's what you use. So to remove the breast, sounds like a surgical operation. Make a cut between the leg and the breast, flip it over, kind of pull it up and cut around there, and then we should be able to, I'll just get rid of this because this table that I'm working on is well wobbly, and also if your chopping board is sliding around, just put the tea towel underneath it. There we go. Cut down as close to the bones as you can. And then we've got the wing. Then you just pull it off. Okay. And remove the skin. And keep that, I'll do something with that. So there's the chicken breast, and we'll just cut that into dice. Right, I got carried away, I've done the entire chicken. The carcass and the wings are in there, the rest of it is in the fridge. So, I just need to dice the chicken breast into smaller than bite-sized pieces, because you don't want massive, big square chunks sticking up through your pastry. Okay, and we just pop these in the fridge till we need them, and then wash the chopping board, the knife, your hands and all around there. Now we need to prep the shrooms, so give them a good wash, get all any bits of muck off them, cut the stalks off. If they're any good, just, you know, treat them as another lump of mushroom. If they're a bit grotty and fall into bits, get rid of them. So they're all chopped up. I've got some cold water, a squidge of lemon juice, and I'll just pop those all in there, and the lemon juice will stop them going brown. Okay, now we need to top and tail the onion and peel it. And then slice it and dice it. Now we'll whiz over to the stove and start off by making a roux for the sauce. So you melt a big knob of butter in a saucepan and stir in the same quantity of flour, and when that's cooked through after a minute or two, add the chicken stock and stir that in, get it nicely smoothly mixed and let it bubble away and thicken. Meanwhile, hit some oil in another pan and add the chopped onion and let those cook for about 5 minutes. Try not to get them brown. After 5 minutes, put those in with the sauce base. Now drain the mushrooms and add those to the frying pan and let those cook for a few minutes just to get those brown. And then pop those into the sauce. It is important to cook the mushrooms, first of all to get rid of some of the liquid, well most of the liquid. And finally just pop your chicken chunks in and then let them cook for about 5 minutes, and then we'll add some oregano and some white pepper and give it a taste and add some salt if you think it needs it. Now add a sploosh of double cream, heavy cream, and stir that in, let it cook for a minute or so, and then turn it off the heat and let that cool down to room temperature. Okay, now I'm going to make pastry, so you need 300 grams of gold dust, or plain all-purpose flour if you can get it. This is my last bit. Teaspoon of salt, 75 grams each of lard and butter, or 150 grams of lard or butter, you know, and some water. So I quite often use hot water pastry for my pies, but I thought we'll just have a change for this one. So this is short crust. Right, so we want to break up the fat into little bits. It helps if it's cool, but this isn't. Things aren't going really well today. In fact, you wouldn't believe what's not going well. And anyway, you know how to do this. This is called rubbing in, this process. So when I've got all the little blobs in, I'll then just rub it in with my fingertips until we get something like breadcrumbs. Okay, there's my crumbs. So now just add some water, a bit at a time, and stir it in. You only want to add just enough water to make it all stick together. I might have just overdone it there. Okay, a lucky escape, that's just about right. Alright, now you want to cover that and let it rest for about 30 minutes. Okay, time to assemble a pie. So here's my pie dish with a loose bottom. Oh yes. And that is 23 centimetres, 9¼ inches across. Right, after last week's pizza debacle, was it last week? I'll just, at this point, put a load of flour in there just in case I forget later. And I grab half my dough and roll it out into a thin disc. Now you want to heat your oven to 180 Celsius for a fan oven. That's 200 for a conventional one, and that's gas 6. Now we'll just roll this over the rolling pin and then unroll it over the tin. Grab a spare bit of dough and push the rest of it into the corner. Trim off your excess pastry. And you want to roll out the rest of the pastry as your top, and it would have been a good idea to do that before putting this in as at the bottom, because then I could have trimmed it. Anyway, not the end of the world, but alright, so we'll just get that out of the way. And I've got my filling here, and I'll just pop it in there. This is, I've kind of strained it a little bit, so you know all the excess liquid is in a saucepan behind me, and that'll form a lovely, lovely gravy. You don't want all that liquid in the pie because it will give you a soggy bottom. But I think we could have a bit in. Okay, now I've got some water, and I'll just wet the rim of the base, and then yeah, you know, I'll do the rolling pin trick. Now you might want to do a spot of decoration like a mushroom and a chicken Somebody did a joke on our live stream on Sunday. He says, I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was. He says, I ordered separately a chicken from Amazon and an egg. Which will come first? Tickled me. No, I'm not gonna try and make a chicken. And then you can just crimp the edge with your finger and thumbs, or just for a change, the tines of a fork. Just give it a little flick to release it from the edge of the tin. Okay, so I need to glaze that with egg wash. So 1 egg beaten and a little sploosh of milk. And then just paint that all over. And that goes in the oven for about 40 minutes, and we'll turn it round halfway through so we get nice even browning. And now it's taste test time with Mrs. KeefCooks.
Hello, darling.
Hello, Peckle. Oh.
I squeeze too tight, don't I?
No, you're gonna need to hold me up because I am knackered.
Oh, poor baby.
I am totally 100% at it. There you go. Gravy. Don't need the veg, they're stone cold.
But they look very pretty. Have you photographed them?
Yes, you might know I've been doing this 1 month food photography course, and today is the last day of constructing my final portfolio, so it includes this.
And after this, everything we eat will actually still be hot.
And a little. No, the thing is, these beautiful looking vegetables are not cooked, right? They're just blanched for a couple of minutes and then chucked into ice cold water.
Because that really looks like a cooked carrot. Hang on.
Yeah, but you like raw stuff.
This is not raw. This is some al dente.
Dang. Yeah, okay, that. Well, maybe that then.
Oh. Well, it's a very pretty colour.
These, on the other hand, I've been in the sous vide gadget for 90 minutes, so they are well and truly cooked, but not overcooked. They're beautiful.
Okay, they certainly look lovely. New potatoes do look lovely, don't they?
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm on furlough at the moment because of coronavirus. So I've been out in the garden all day. So I've just come out of the shower and it's so nice to be clean. Oh yeah. Chicken and mushroom pie, what's not to like? Alright, pastry's beautiful, Keith.
Thank you.
Sorry, I should speak up for the camera and you guys out there. The pastry's beautiful. You get brought up not to speak with your mouth full, and then you do taste test.
It's a hard life.
So, apart from the faff for the camera, is this straightforward to do?
Oh yeah.
Oh, good.
Piece of pie. Get off.
Aha. Yeah, look, see? And he's done all this so we can have more this week. That is really pretty, isn't it?
Take my mushroom.
Oh, is that what it is? I just thought it was a patch. I wasn't going to say anything. I can see it's a mushroom now.
Yeah,
darling.
there was going to be a mushroom. Well,
it is.
It is a mushroom. There was going to be a chicken.
Let's just stop burbling.
Okay, we have stopped burbling. If you enjoy this video, give it a like, share, subscribe, etc. Oh, well,
Please
go on
do.
Patreon, make a donation, and that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought you were just doing this for fun.
Thank you for watching, and come on, do the thing. You can't do it that way.
I bet I can.
See you next time. I don't know what she did, but I'll find out.